Hi and welcome back to Antai Hospital's YouTube channel. Today we'd like to discuss another common question that we get from our patients regarding our treatment policy here at the hospital. So Antai Hospital is probably only the single medical institution in the world, the only medical hospital in the world to actually use this as a policy, which is a full refund guarantee if you do not see treatment outcome to be satisfactory, which is meaning, let's say if you are suffering from miscarriage, if you receive treatment for miscarriage here at the hospital, and if you still miscarry after receiving treatment at the hospital, then you are entitled to a full refund, which means there's a money back guarantee tied to each treatment here at the hospital. And that doesn't just apply to our miscarriage treatments, which we do specialize in, it also applies to infertility, hyperemesis gravidarum, HPV infections, all sorts of surgeries regarding women's health. All of this ties in with the full refund guarantee policy, what we know as a fully contractual treatment, a contractual basis agreement between the hospital and the patient, with the patient's interest at priority. We want to put the patient's interest first, and we will be responsible to the treatment outcome. Not only do we work extra hard, our doctors are much more meticulous, much more industrious in the treatment of the patient, because we want to actually have the patient's treatment be effective, let her recover and restore quality of life and achieve the treatment goal. Otherwise, it is a monetary loss for the hospital. Furthermore, we want to be responsible and also be considerate to these patients. Usually at the hospital, the patients that come to us have already spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on ineffective, useless treatments. For example, they're suffering from miscarriage, but yet they've spent 5 years in IVF. And for those who are suffering from infertility, they've spent 5 years in herbs and traditional medication. None of them have seen any effective outcome, the outcome of having children or carrying a pregnancy. Those who have suffered from hyperemesis gravidarum have received treatment from conventional hospital but yet still miscarried. These patients have already lost a lot, which cannot be quantifiable, both in terms of time, money, and also in spirit, because they've endured trauma after trauma. That's why we are trying to be considerate and also empathize with these patients. They've already lost several amounts of their savings, and don't have time on their side as well, because they've wasted years and years on ineffective treatment. So the least we can do is to be actually guarantee them return of money if treatment is indeed failing, if treatment is indeed unsatisfactory. We are doing this with the patient's best interest in heart. And if you can name any other medical institution that does this, then we will be surprised, because Antai Hospital is still the only medical institution in the world to do this. For the last 20 years, no other hospital can do this. Not only is it a testament to our effectiveness of our treatment, it also shows that we actually care about the patient, care about their financial standing, and also care about the treatment outcome. Because at the end of the day, our goal, our very most prioritized goal, is to see them achieve their fertility goals, whether or not it be restoring menses, whether or not to be overcoming infertility, whether or not overcoming recurrent miscarriage. All of these tie into the goal of achieving their fertility goals while saving money, saving time. If a patient does not see effective treatment outcome, yet she's already lost time and she's already lost money. This is what's happening in conventional hospitals. They do not be considerate towards the patient's interests, and they are not being responsible for the patient's outcome. Very likely, these doctors are the ones who are suggesting these surgeries, yet the surgery is a failure, yet the patient is the one who has to bear the responsibility of the outcome. They've wasted hundreds and thousands of dollars, and they've wasted months and months of these time on these surgeries, yet they still have no pregnancy, with massive financial burden. Does that sound fair to you? Not empathizing to the conditions of these patients, and that's what you get in public hospitals, in conventional medical institutions all around the world, because to them, patients are simply just digits on a sheet. So you don't really need to be responsible for their outcome. If you don't see successful treatment here, please go to that hospital. That's what they recommend. That's what they tell their patients, which is very irresponsible. At least here at Antai Hospital, let's say if you do receive treatment, let's say hypothetically, if surgery was indeed a failure, we refund you the full treatment cost. Isn't that much more empathizing to your condition? Isn't that much more responsible and fair towards these patients who've already lost so much? But not to say that we will be preparing for failure, because our treatment success rates are up to 95%, and the refund policy is meant to make you have more trust in us, give you a sense of assurance, because we are sure you are very nervous, very anxious. So this full refund guarantee, this money back guarantee policy is only available at Antai Hospital, the one and only medical institution in the world to provide this treatment with our patients' best interests at heart. And you will see the effectiveness of this treatment, and you will achieve your fertility goals at Antai Hospital. And if not, then at least you will get full refund of your treatment costs. So please get in touch with Antai Hospital if you'd like to seek our expertise, our treatments, our proprietary medications, regardless if you are suffering from miscarriage, infertility, hyperemesis, or any other gynecological condition regarding pregnancy and miscarriages. Please get in touch with us. We specialize in these treatments, and we are the only hospital to provide such an empathizing human system where your outcome is actually being taken care of by the hospital. So stay tuned to the next video, and if you have more questions on this full refund policy, please leave them down in the comments below. Thank you.